We're probably a typical family operation where I have my brother James and his wife Annie and my wife Alison and two of our children, Jack and Georgie, here actively running and having a role in the management of the property.
So our family has been here for 4 generations. The children are now the 5th that have been involved in this property.
My role on the property, I recently finished university at the end of last year and I've since come home to start up work here full time to help out with the managerial side of running the operation.
I had an opportunity to work in Northern Australia on a really large, extensive corporate agricultural system. And then went to university at the University of New England and completed my Bachelor's of Rural Science, and then have returned home here to Moppy to work on my own business here.
I grew up out of my brother and cousins, I grew up as the youngest and the only girl, so everything was always a challenge here for me and I loved it. It really taught me to be independent, to have a go. I think growing up in this environment, you're taught the value of responsibility at a really young age. We all had our own little bit to do and it was a really great upbringing. A typical day at the moment for me starts off with getting the dogs organised, make sure they've had a run and a feed. This time of year we've just finished up a lot of our breeding for the autumn period, so we've been really heavily focused on fixed time AI programs, so there's a lot of juggling there, juggling different cows' schedules and making sure that the right treatment's done to the right cattle at the right time.
In the last 10 to 15 years, agriculture has been a very evolving space. So there's probably never been as many opportunities for young people in agriculture as there is right now. And I think it's such an exciting time. At the end of the day, agriculture is about producing food and fibre, and we'll always need to feed the world and clothe the world. So as long as we keep that in the picture, agriculture is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So we'll always need young people coming in.
Young people in ag is really great. I think the space of agriculture has really developed a lot in the past. Since I've been born, the past 20 years or so, there's roles now that span everywhere from on-farm labourers through to marketing, technology, animal nutrition. It's a really great space to be as a young person. I get to go to work every day and I get to think about the nutrition side of it, the animal management, soils, pastures, how we use technology as well here and where can we be going in the future too.
It's something really special when you get to go to work each day with your family. There's plenty of strong discussions, we might call them, but at the same time you're continuing to learn and you're continuing to learn off them what they did, how they did it, and then the next generation with Georgie and I bring new ideas and new things to the table. So I think it's a really special dynamic and a dynamic that probably doesn't happen in many other industries other than ag.